Welcome. In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing and component overview of Dice Throne Adventures. Down at the table, we have this nice big box. And I'm also going to go over the promo card set. So it's got 5 minion cards and 15 loot cards. I'll go over that at the end of the video. Also leave a timestamp in the description below. So taking a look at this on the back. See, it's for 1 to 4 players, 60 minutes, 14 and up for age, and just a little damage on my box there. So Dice Throne Adventures is a genre-bending cooperative expansion to the hit game Dice Throne. Simply grab a friend and any of your Dice Throne heroes and delve into randomly generated worlds, beautiful environments, intense boss battles, an innovative hack-and-slash style looting system, and non-destructive legacy elements. Note this box is an expansion. 1 or more Dice Throne heroes are required to play. And since it does have legacy elements, basically if it's not in an envelope that says do not open, we are going to be looking through it. So if you're scared of those other type of spoilers, probably don't want to be watching any further. So here we go. So we've got our rule book, 16 pages. Explanation of the status effects and tokens on the back. A nice component overview. This is great on any game, just letting us know what things are what. So welcoming your hero, campaign setup, going through that. Nice illustrations of how to set up. Going over the portal crawl. Different steps of that. Then the boss battle. And then loot chest, conclusion, and loot cards, and going shopping. Campaign conclusion. Some different modes if you want to play boss versus many people or boss versus boss. An FAQ. How to use the card caddy. So very well, nice and laid out. And we've got a campaign scoring sheet, or at least a good version to make copies of, and it does give you a link to print out some more copies if you need them. Looks pretty busy, but looks like we do have up to 20 sessions to go through. And a flyer to make sure we play in style with miniatures, which I had another video for the painted version of those. Of course, you're going to need some of these packs to use the Adventures version. And, yep, not needed, but t-shirts, dice trays be nice, card sleeves, and play mats. All right, got some tokens. So looking at all the tokens in the game. So check out the thickness. Like I said, most of these are the normal thickness. They punch out real easily. Seeing everything we have there. And more tokens, of course. And we've got standees for each of the characters. And while they do look good, I'm glad I have the miniature expansions. So the rest of the heroes and some more tokens. And some very nice game trays. So where the tokens will eventually end up. And it shouldn't be guesswork putting those in there. So if you're going to give us a game tray, let us know where the stuff goes. Excellent job. Thank you. And our next tray. It's got the typical standees, or holders for the standees. So you can see how they work. And we've got some combat point dials. And health on the other side. I guess these are for the different bosses we'll be facing. And then one to track all of our gold. And dice. If I can get them all out. So we've got all the chaos dice, brightly colored, looking great. And some D20s for our loot dice. Then for our bosses. This is our shopkeeper leaflet. Let's know where common, rare, epic, and legendary loot's going to be, and identifying and selling cards. So it tells you prices for everything and a little story about her. And a loot table. So we'll be rolling our D20, see what kind of treasure we get, and it tells us what we're going to find for our loot. And boss loot. And then getting into our bosses, seeing how tokens work, different dice, and then going over the AI rules and FAQ, so just like the regular game basically. Looks like a gunslinger. And we've got the monk. And the Mad King himself. And then our boss boards. Very nice. See what their basic powers are, and then the back side. Gunslinger. And our monk. And the Mad King. Pull that back in. Then we've got our heavy dice thrown card caddy. All right, the card caddy. Let's see what all we got here. So first we got Legacy Pack B. Do not open until instructed to do so. So like I said before, not going into the legacy stuff, just everything else non-legacy. So here we've got our environment tiles. So we'll take a quick look at those. They seem to be color-coded. So we've got some black market items. Dragon's Den, Valley of Bones, and the Depths. Then our purples, looks like level 3. So just different locations we'll be exploring to. The Twisted Forest, an alley, castle. So like I said, I've played Dice Throne, the regular game, but not this one. So not sure what all's going on. A blue stack of tiles, level 2. Starting with the Ivory Thicket, Emerald Islands. Taking a quick peek at all these, not really getting too detailed. So even if you don't want to be spoiled, you're just looking at fancy art right now. So, Tollgate. And some green tiles are level 1s. Cascade Cliffs. Some Twisted Vines. Cul-de-sac. The Lonely Shrine. So good art, dark colors with white text, easy to read, and I'm sure all the iconography is going to make sense soon. Then we have the Crimson Sands and the Boss Portal. And all that belongs in this space. And we'll see what we've got hiding in here. So some dividers for other cards, common cards, very nice. Epic, rare, legendary loot, some more other cards. Then our bosses. And we've got 4, looks like reference cards, boss battle turn orders, and then portal crawl turn order. So something every game should have, reference cards for the players. And of course, it looks like we can change the difficulty. The King's Hand. Boss versus boss setup. Then we'll go for this big, ooh, shiny. No, it looks like a glare for you, but it's foiled cards. So foil and slick. So I'll do the best to give you a quick look at this. So I'm assuming these are going to be some epic loot cards. So we'll be building up and making our decks better as we play. Nice Falcon. So the card texture is good. I mean, this game is top-notch all over the place with card trays. These tiles are nice and thick. Cards, good quality. So some common cards. Loot we can find. Some samesies upgrades. All the basic cards. Regenerating Orb. Blood packs. And then more loot. Try again. Triple up. Some elven boots, very nice. Tomb of Knowledge. Unstoppable. A lot of cards in this. Which means variability. All right, so here we're going to have our cards for our big bosses. But before we go through that, let's go ahead and put these back where they belong. These are legendary. Here's all the commons. There we go. We'll find their dividers. See how that works. Feels like there's plenty of room if you want to sleeve them there. And our epics. Legendary. And even room for all our player aids. So first, the Fallen Barbarian. Just taking a quick look at what you'll see there. Cleansing Touch. Like I said, I'm not reading any of the text. Just looking at art right now. So hopefully not too big of a spoiler for you. But at least you get a quick look at all the cards. him up front. Then the gunslinger with his. Some fusion, some blessing, get pistol whipped. Rapid fire, eating some lead. And upgrade cards. Then we've got our monk. So looks like our basic cards in here. And we'll get into his specific ones. The Chaos Flow. The rest of his cards. And then the Mad King. With his basic cards. Fusion. Life Drain. It's a Beggar. Chaotic. It's going to punish some people. Maniacal. Then the final row of stuff. So we've got Legacy Pack C and D, which looks very shiny. They will hide here until it's time for them to really get opened. I guess we can put that in there with the other cards. So even on this side, looks like we've got some dividers for scenarios and our level 1, 2, 3, and 4 monsters or minions. So then we've got our scenario cards. Looks like ranging from level 1s to 8. So we've got the portal crawl. So it's showing us how to put out the map, hero setup, conclusions, and tokens. So these are all the level 1 versions. Then boss battles, the Fallen Barbarian. Then more portal crawls, level 3. Then the boss battle, level 5 portal crawl. Boss battle with the monk. More crawling. And then the Mad King. I'll go ahead and turn this around and get that set up to hold our cards. So we'll start with our level 4 monsters or minions. So we've got a Rogue, Raging Berserker, Whispering Death, Emperor Cobra, and the Goblin Horde. Then level 3, got a Chaos Knight, Succubus, a Crushing Golem, Devilish Imp, Basilisk, a Dark Lion, Blackroot Elf, the Cursed Blade, the Death Seer, Crimson Archer, an Orc Shaman, Oni Baba, and a Holy Zealot. And level 2, just a Scoundrel, and a Horned Harpy, a Wither Elf, the Axe Knight, Arcane Vibra, a Soulless Bandit, a Trickster, a Wailing Banshee, a Dark Panther, Raging Centaur, a Shadow Sword, an Entropy Mage, Blind Archer, a Yokai, a Dreg Beast, a Brutish Cyclops, and a Vicious Viper. And level 1. Got the Last Swordsman, Serpentine, a Drag Lackey, Satyr, Lizard Mage, a Shadow Archer, King Vulture, Chaos Elf, Wandering Ronin, a Fairy, Ogre Warrior, a Boulder, Goblin Enchanter, Shadow Cat, a Street Rat, an Oni, and a Lizard Man. And yes, Legacy Pack A, do not open. So we're keeping that one hidden. So that's going to finish everything in the basic set. So take a final look at the promo card set. So this is 15 loot cards. So some legendary, shiny foil cards, rare, I forget the E, and common, I guess epic. And then some minion cards. You got level 4, 2, 1, and a couple 3s. Ooh, all shiny. The Loot Goblin, Chimera, Melodic Maiden, a Lithe Elf, and an Umbra. So before finishing up, just wanted to show you that if you did get the miniatures, they do all fit back in one of these trays. So just have some in with the Standees, and they've got their own bin. And then lastly, all the tokens in the token tray. So that is everything in Dice Throne Adventures. As always, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.